Greetings everyone, this is P and welcome to another episode of COD4 Noclipping. Today we're gonna see the level War Pig, in which we escort this tank, go through this city, town, whatever, which is basically the part 2 of the bog level. So, it's a pretty straightforward level, literally. Like, you have this street you go through and then you just end the level. That's where it is. We can see that these are the supposedly previous parts of the bog level that are just deleted. They're non-existent. You cannot go back there. You cannot see, I guess, you cannot see them from the normal in-map perspective, which is fine. And we have the bog area, which is pretty much the same as the actual bog map area. This ZPU that we destroyed in the previous level, this area, the ending helicopter area of the previous level. And in this level we go through this arch and clear the whole city. I have disabled fog, I have disabled effects, so we can have a clear view of the map. We can see the background buildings. I don't know how similar they are to the previous bog version of this level. I guess they're more or less the same. They're pretty nice background buildings. I don't know why they look like that. They have a blocky texture thing that looks fine from distance, but weird from a closer perspective. Also, it kind of looks pixelated. I don't know if it's just me or my settings, but it kind of looks pixelated from distance. That's probably because there are no map settings for these textures. Map is basically the texture getting lower resolution the farther you are from it. For example, this one is already blurry of itself. Also, these are buildings reused in Modern Warfare 2, the second level team player, if you remember. So yeah, those are pretty useful buildings that are used in Modern Warfare 2 as well. That's something out of it. So we have the bog area. Surprisingly enough, the AI, our allies, have been fighting long enough to deplete the enemies, from what I can see, which is cool. So yeah, besides that, let's see what else is there. Can you go through this door? Because I remember in the previous part we were in the bog area and we discovered that we can go through this door actually in this small alley. But now we can't and this area is blocked. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't really hurt and it doesn't really matter. So yeah, this is also a multiplayer map, for those of you who know. Again, like last time in the bog, I don't remember the name of the map. But yeah, it is what it is. Pretty much the multiplayer map, exactly as it is. It's not Showdown, it's something else, I'm not really sure, but it's pretty much the multiplayer map itself. You can see all of it. Like, it's not fully the multiplayer map, there are parts that we can't access, but it is what it is. This is the MG part. By the way, in this part, I remember that there's a way to softlock this sequence, but I'm not really sure. So what happens here is basically that you can clear this area, you can clear the MG and everything. I don't know what causes the softlock. You go to this door and then I think the NPCs get stuck and they just don't proceed with opening the door. It's something along these lines, I'm not sure. It's a pretty common soft lock of this map. Speedrunners must know way more about it, much more about it than I do. So yeah, there's that. Oh, that's interesting. Is it actually? Okay, it's a window. That's fine. I thought it was something else. I thought it was one of these things, but it's probably not. So yeah, besides that, I don't know what else to show about this map, because if you play the multiplayer of this game, you definitely know this map much better than the single player version. Like, there's not much to see about it. Like, this is the map itself. It's the bog area here, the outside areas we saw here, and then the actual map itself over here. Again, I don't know what else to say about it. We will see as much as we can from this map. But yeah, so this is the very cool, I really like this sequence. Like, you have the tank, our ally tank come down this road, there's an enemy tank going this road, we are over here observing the situation, and we see our ally tank shoot through the wall and hitting the enemy tank. That's a pretty cool idea. I don't know if the devs saw that somewhere, or if the developers came up with it themselves. It may be a real life experience thing they heard or saw, or someone coming up with it in the city itself. Anyway, I think I spawned some enemies by accident by spawning down there. Yeah, I did. Let me do target. It always helps keep the NPCs away from us. They're quite annoying sometimes. So yeah, it's basically the multiplayer map. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, well, there it is. I think this side here is different. I think. I don't know if... Because the most recent memory I have from this map is from Modern Warfare Remastered. And in the remaster you have like a stairway here, and you go and you end up back here. Not sure if it's a remaster only thing. Also there's a staircase up here that leads in the inside areas of this building that seems to be non-existent in this single player version. That's another thing. And also this building should also have an inside area that doesn't have. And also this area, okay, we found some interesting stuff. There should be a ladder over here that goes exactly up here, and then in these apartments, which is not here in the single player version. Well, okay, that's a discovery. Again, my most recent memory of this map is in Modern Warfare Remastered, because I didn't play much of the Call of Duty 4 version of this map myself. But yeah, also this ledge. We used to play hide and seek in the remastered version. We were hiding up here. It was so funny. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Let me see this area. Okay, it triggered some sort of plane event. That's fine. We missed it, but it's fine. Okay, these stairs exist. That's good. Where are they shooting at me? Oh, it's our allies. I triggered my allies to come to this area. That's fine. We can just ignore them. Yeah, I really can't find anything else. Let's just see the edges of the map. How, like, yeah, okay, this is the parking area. How you can go outside of the map. Like, we have this area over here, the road, the desert, and more background buildings. And then we have this area here. This destroyed building, which is, I think it's also in the multiplayer version. Yeah, this doorway here, which leads to this previous area we saw. And then this alley leading to this open area where is the ending of the map. The helicopter comes down, we go inside and we go away. And yeah, you can see how nicely the outside of map areas are concealed. Even this area. Now this is an interesting thing. You're in this place of the map. You see that there is this building over there. As much as you can see it, I guess. I don't know how much of it is visible. And then you go here and you don't see this building because there's this weird terrain hill that is unnaturally covering the surrounding buildings, which is a cool thing because you will never realize that from a normal game perspective. You will never see this terrain covering the city unnaturally like that, even this building. I mean, it's not entirely impossible, but it's absurd as it is in this current view. So yeah, you see that it tries to cover up the surrounding areas nicely. It's pretty solid. Like, there's really not much else I can say about it. It is what it is. It is the multiplayer map. You can see it's this Z. I would say, yeah, it's a Z-shaped map. Or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. The bog area, of course. It's basically two multiplayer maps in one. It's the bog area and the map I don't remember the name of. So yeah. I guess that's all it is. What is this now? Okay, that's new. What would there be another tank outside the map? Where's the actual tank? The actual tank is here. So what is this? What is this? This is... Oh, it's actually even solid as well. I don't know if it's an actual tank vehicle. I don't think it is. I think it's a static or a scripted model instead of a vehicle entity. I think, of course, obviously, this is a vehicle entity. I mean, it's obvious, since it moves and everything. But this seems to be either a scripted model or a... I don't know why this is here. This is very interesting. I don't know about it. Let me trigger the sequence where you go through this and see what happens. Let me go through the beginning. Try to trigger the sequence where you go through it. Okay, fast forward. Let's see what happens. Okay, we know this sequence. Okay, this doesn't move at all. This just stays here. I don't know why this is here. This is... I had no idea this was here. Really. Yeah, we have now this sequence with we escort the tank through the streets. So I won't play through it, obviously. It's not a walkthrough. And yeah, let me try and see if I can trigger this sequence so we can close with this. Alright, so we're in the sequence where the tank actually shoots through the wall. There's the enemy tank spawning, there's our tank coming in. Let's just wait and see. Alright, the enemy tank is looking at us, and the enemy tank shoots through the wall. Quite cool indeed. Look at that. Okay, it's not even aligned properly, look at that. I did not know that. Yeah, like, I did not know that. It was not even aligned properly. Crazy. Alright, that's all there is for this episode as well. So thanks all for watching, see you next time. Bye bye.